Good and happy Saturday morning cartoon. Is Leslie Chaotic Serenity, Text the Infidel. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I'm slept in this morning, so my eyes are like two piss holes in the snow. Sorry about that. I feel like I'm wearing a sweater on my tongue. Okay, let's get into it. What's our intrepid galactic explorer into today? Yes, Diz. It is afternoon. Get out. Oh, really? Oh my. Wow. That's about when I went to bed. 0200. Yikes. And I like to get my 7.5 hours sleep, and I don't know if I got that last night, so I'm
For real. OT day. LOL.
Overtime, eh? Really? OT? Overtime? Yeah. Okay. Well, gotta do what you gotta do. Pay the bills, right? All right. First thing, let's just get this shit out of the way here. See if we brought in some interesting goodies from the frigate expeditions. One reason to have a freighter, right? You can have a lot more storage on your freighter, but you can certainly get loot as well when you send out frigate expeditions. Downside, of course, is if any of your frigates come back damaged, then you got to get out there and fix them, right? So when the frigate missions come back, you debrief the commanders and you haul in all the various loot that they brought in. Go straight into your, I think it's into your freighter inventory first. Fills that up. So this is the living frigate right here. That's a kind of a giant space whale. And you don't necessarily do the same thing here. You request a mine dump. So we got a dream aerial, and that's pretty cool because I'll show you what that's about later. Psychonic egg is also pretty interesting. That's an upgrade for a living ship. We might do that again on this channel. I'm not exactly 100% sure just yet, but storage augmentation. This one is a pretty long mission. Wow, okay. 4,600 light years. That's a long mission. And there it is, a signal receiver and amplifier tuned to the wavelength of the unconscious mind. It's every color all at once, splitting the surrounding light into a shimmering rainbow. Carrying this antenna into deep space may attract the attention of cosmic megafauna. Oh, went off screen there. My apologies. Yeah, cosmic megafauna. And that is, of course, the living frigate. The organic frigate, I think they call it. No expedition assigned. Okay. Moving on to the next one. Okay, fleet command. Yeah. Calibrating the fleet command EDO, debrief the commander. There we go. That's what you need to do. Enriched carbon, bromide salt, all that stuff. That's just loot. Just. Yeah, it's just semiconductor. Some of it is quite valuable, actually, but anyway. Just one of several ways to make a decent income in this game. Salvage frigate module. Yeah, that's one way to grind those out. I chose to dupe, I think. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I chose to dupe, but I mean, you don't have to dupe in this game for sure if you don't mind grinding out stuff. Okay. We're going to stand here for a moment in front of our galactic trade terminal because we're most certainly have things to get rid of. Now, I'm half expecting an interruption here this morning because my sister's coming into town, and she's on her way, but I told her already I won't be available till after this stream. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. Other expectations have been placed on me because of that. Now, Psychonic Egg, like I said, that is an upgrade for a living ship. So I'm going to put that in here because you can use this stuff here, the living slime. That ends up being fuel for that said living ship. So, okay, this, you know what, I'm just going to throw this over here into our inventory and resort it out offline. I think I'm not bothering with sorting all this crap out now. Some of it's pretty interesting loot. Enriched carbon, yeah, 50,000, 150,000 each for that one. 320,000 for the hot ice. Yeah, some of it's pretty valuable. So we'll just sort that out later. My starship, yeah, I have this this interceptor that I picked up. We don't need that one either. Just throw that in here, along with the cargo bulkhead. Sort those out later, and the salvage frigate module. Salvage frigate module is what you buy this pardon me, this freighter technology. Sorry, that's not what you do with it. Yeah, you buy some freighter technology. Pardon me. You can get a lot of the freighter technology with these salvaged frigate modules, but you can't get. I don't think you can get these. No, that's not what you can't get. You can only get some of the technology in the freighter from derelict freighter runs. So I don't know if we're going to be doing one of those today. We'll consider it for sure. Let's see, what do we got here? Bromide salt. That's for sale, I think, right? Yeah, it's trading gear, so we'll do that. Got some more of these cryo pumps. They're 1.5 million each. I'm getting quite the inventory of those too. We need all these here sitting in storage. Primary. This is for sale too. Primary. Freighter storage. We don't that cluttering up. So this bromide salt and a pile of irresistible loot. That's both for trading immediately. That's why we're standing in front of the galactic trade terminal. So yeah, and this is what you use to get onto a derelict freighter right here, the emergency signal beacon. I think I'm going to try to focus. Now, what is that? Does that go? Okay, on the scanner, of course. Where else, right? I'm going to get rid of that one, I think. What did I have there? Oh my goodness, I put a C-class there already. Ah! What a dope. What a dope. That's not going to get us much at all. But we're not short of funds. I mean, we only have an A-class, like, regular freighter, but it's provided us with storage and a few other things. You know, it's all good, right? Yeah. So let's get rid of those 2 items, and we should be able to skip over to our freighter inventory right there. Sell. Convergence cubes. You know what? Get out. Get out. We have more. Bromide salt. We're taking a hit on those, but you know what? I don't give a shit. And pot of irresistible loot. Okay, that's that. Now, missions. And Manning the base. Your base needs an overseer. Wait. Under a Rebel Star, that's the Pirate series of missions. Planet in Distress is the settlement missions. You go and rescue a settlement from its terrible ordeal with Sentinels, blah blah blah. Base Computer Archives, hey? What's going on? Okay. Oh, that may be why we can't get into the Nexus. We haven't been able to get into the Nexus in this playthrough for some reason. And get a missions from the Nexus. So weekly and daily and weekly missions. So I am very, very tempted to just go back and try to complete my base computer mission line, just to see if we can then get into the Nexus missions, because I was hoping to kind of go through some of them. Saturday, this being Saturday, of course, the weekend mission is definitely on the go. But if you can't access the Nexus, every time I go there, it's like you need to talk to everybody in the station. So it's like I talk to everybody in the station, and nothing happens. Automated archive recovery in progress. Archive unavailable. Possible remote terminus. Okay, follow the coordinates. Bugger. Aga! Where's my ship? It's over side. Yeah. So when you fast travel, of course, your ship goes with you, right? Bizarrely, it ends up next to you. Okay, let's see where that archive is. Yeah, this ship is really, really cool. It's nice and compact, and it hovers pretty much. Can I make it stop? I used to be able to make this thing stop, but it's almost stopped there. But you can see that it's moving just a little tiny bit, which is okay. I mean, in certain circumstances, you want your ship to stay perfectly still and hover, but not always the way it works out. Okay, let's get into the space map, the galactic map, and our mission, of course, is over here. Apparently, in that star system, there's a planet with a building. I'm guessing an abandoned building. It has a terminal in it. First contact. You know what that means? That means my name is indelibly linked with this. My player tag. It's indelibly linked with this star system. Okay, so our mission is going to take us over here. Unknown planet.
Reminded me of my legacy state.
Legacy, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. This game is getting a little long in the tooth for some people. I know our friend Katrin has been into, and some of you still play, of course, but our friend Katrin has been playing Farming Simulator 22. Yeah, so thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in there, Chaotic Serenity. I appreciate it for sure after your ordeal. And you take care, get some rest, and we'll see you probably on the Farming Simulator, because I also have partaken on that. It's interesting because the Farming Simulator is very, very popular. I don't know if many of you are familiar with it or not, but there's a lot of people that do this, right? It sounds a little bizarre maybe, but it's probably more popular than like Fallout or No Man's Sky. Is definitely more popular than No Man's Sky. This thing has like hundreds of millions of users worldwide, I think. So Yeah, very, very, very popular. Oh, look at this. All these things to scan. Righty, there's a little bit of money. It's not much, 142,000. But it's better than what I say is a boot in the arse. Better than a boot in the arse, smart. E-I-E-I-O. Okay. Oh, we're right now. Yeah, our terminal is right in here. Now we got to make sure this thing doesn't
NMS Farm Sim parties, smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes.
NMS Farm Sim parties, yeah. So, yeah, for about, what, a week or so, I've been delving into Farm Simulator. It's a lot of fun, actually. It can be a little bit challenging at the beginning to... This thing will not die. Huh. And harvest this guy. This is a hazardous flora right here hanging down from the ceiling. If you get too close to that, it'll just strike down at you. But you know what? It's not a big deal because it's, you know, even if it does hit you, it's not going to kill you. I don't know if it kills you like early game, but it certainly won't kill me now. I feel like going over just to demonstrate, but you know what? Let's get this out of the way first. Yeah, so Delta 1246 and myself were on yesterday evening on his server for a while. He was gracious enough to create a farm for me on that server, and I was just setting up a few things, and very interesting. No violence, so, well, except for crashing your equipment over hedges and stuff like that, and anybody who's done any of that knows what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm debating whether or not I will be streaming any of that. It's not really all that exciting, but it's fairly technical and fairly complicated. There's a lot of moving parts, and it's actually quite realistic. I was pretty surprised. It's very, very realistic in terms of what it is that how the game works, all the mechanics, how you go about setting up your farm, and as you know, right to the economies, or the economics of the game, and all that business. It's actually surprisingly realistic. And I'm told, anyway, I don't know if this is true, but I'm told that they use this game as a teaching platform in some agricultural colleges. I'm not exactly sure to teach what, but like I said, there are a large number of moving parts in that game, and wouldn't surprise me at all that it was being used as an educational tool, because there's a lot of information, and real information, right? If you have a farm, for example, you know, at the very beginning, depending on the level you choose, you can either have a farm, or you need to buy a farm, or you can start from scratch. There's 3 levels, I think, and if you buy some land with a farm, like, you need to grow things, you need to do the whole shot, right? You need to plow, you need to seed, you need to fertilize, you need to harvest, then you need to bring your stuff to be sold at a market somewhere, or sold somewhere, or you can choose production lines. So, for example, if you're farming sheep, if you're doing husbandry, and you have sheep, you can gather the wool, and you can start up a spinning factory, which basically spins wool into yarn and stuff, and then you can get a clothing store, and it's realistic in that sense, right? You can do all kinds of things. And now we're very early in, like I said, this game's been around since at least 9 years, but probably before that. I think maybe 2009, but I'm not exactly sure. 2015 for sure. It has evolved, and it's pretty cool. The you drive everything from a store where you buy it, like a harvester or whatever. You drive it to your farm. You run it all over your field. Blah blah blah. So it's realistic. It's and it's so time consuming. There's the catch. So time consuming. I spent a lot of hours on that this week, just trying to iron out the finer details, the finer aspects of the game. But I got a lot to learn. Having said that, my base computer appears to be summoning me yet again, and we're probably going to end up getting sent right back here to this particular computer, actually, for further log entries. Now, I was so busy talking about farm sim, I did not even read the log entry. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the space station here. I really want to get this particular mission series out of the way, the base computer archives, because I have a funny feeling that that's what's holding me back from Nexus missions. I really would love to do a Nexus mission, a weekend mission, especially today, but the primary goal of this playthrough was to hop galaxies, but it's kind of, that objective has been hijacked by some of the other aspects of gameplay here. Oh, no big deal, no big deal. We're just kind of going through the motions, and maybe we'll get into a let's go back to our base computer. Maybe we'll get into some mischief at one point today. We'll see. Okay, there's my oh, is this the wrong? I think, oh, that's the wrong freaking base. That's okay, because one way or another we can get to our other base. Yeah, this base. Okay, needs some biofuel for us to get out of here. Now the base computer is right here, and it does have the icon over it, so we can access the archives, or what will hopefully be the archive. Download coordinates. Okay, so it's again sending us to another location. Now I just need to check. There it is. Okay, get up. Same thing again. We're in a different galaxy here actually than we were in our previous base. I'm trying to set up a base in every galaxy. That's one of my objectives in this playthrough, is to set up a base in every galaxy. Now that's going to take forever. I may not achieve that, but you know what? It doesn't stop me from having that goal, right? And there is our objective over there. So that, and we're off. Okay. I'm definitely going to have to take a bio break in about an hour, within the hour. So I don't have any, I don't have any, I have no, I have no fuel for myself. Yeah, so like I said, Delta and I were up very late, frigging around on his server, his Farming Simulator 22 server, trying to set up best we could for what's coming up. Yeah, so the server is so realistic that you can You can configure it to have seasons, to have X number of days per month, where there are seasons during which you can sow certain crops, only during certain seasons. You can harvest them during certain times, and yeah, so another aspect of realism, right? Because I don't know if any of you are farmers, but if any of you know anything about farming, you know that you can only plant certain crops at certain times of the year and then harvest them when they are mature. But yeah, so that's another aspect of realism that gets added to the game. So of course, you know, you call it a grind, I guess, but you have to, you know, you have to perform. If you expect to harvest certain things, you need to know what the growth cycle is, right? You need to know when to plow, seed, fertilize, and so on. There's another one of those. This one I can get. Yeah, so you need to know all that stuff, and of course the game tells you, right? There's no guessing involved here. There are panels in the menus where you can figure out, you know, where you are on the cycle and what you need to do to harvest certain crops at certain times of the year. A lot of fun, lot to think about. Access memory. I found them standing over me as I woke. Their beak chattering, their eyes caught between horror and joy. Is that the Gek, I wonder? Yeah, it was the tallest Gek I'd ever seen. But the mystery was soon solved. They asked me of the Empire. They wanted to know if the first spawn still spoke their name. In life they had possessed 100 Korvax slaves, you see. They do not remember how they arrived in this place, their face swarming with nanites. They are lonely. Search the physical cache. So that's part of the lore of this game, right? Obviously. There was an intense galactic, or actually universal war, which saw the Gek, one of the three main life forms in the game, base computer archives, partially restored, teleport back. Yeah, saw the Gek, which is one of the three dominant life forms in the universe here, the NMS universe, the NMS verse. Saw the Gek kind of want to take over the universe. They were succeeding to some extent, but they were undermined by a bunch of things. Okay, you're being hailed here by this shuttle. Blah 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 blah. I don't understand anything except for the word me. Now that's why you learn the language, right? The communicator image sputters, the signal weakening rapidly. Blah blah blah. Offer to repair his ship. Sure, I got stuff. You go. You just go on with your business. Yeah, so the Gek almost took over the universe. They ran into trouble in two places. One was with the Korvax, which they basically invaded the homeworld of the Korvax, which are kind of cybernetic organisms or something like that, or I don't know what they are exactly. They're robots, I guess. Call them what they are. And the nanites are the little things that ended up embedding themselves into the Gek. Basically the very being of Geks, and kind of sabotage their where am I going? Oh yeah. Sabotage their effort to conquer the universe. And then the Viking, which is the warrior race. So there's the Gek there, these guys. They want to take over the universe. and they were kind of stopped by some nefarious critters that basically came out of these guys, the Korvax. Now there's no Viking here, is there? Would have shown you one. Well, anyway, that's the warrior species. Yeah, so the warrior species was set out to quell the sentinel presence. I think that came from the Atlas or something like that. Anyway, that it's all clear as mud to me, but that's kind of what the lore is like. Yeah, you see, now we're back to our portal base. There's the portal over there. It's charged and everything, so we can actually use that thing. Storm clearing. Thank you. Okay, pick that up and yeah. So this thing again has the archive available. It's going to send me off somewhere again, I'm sure. Possible remote terminus backup available. Download coordinates. I'm going to go back. This does come to an end at some point. There are only so many terminal entries. So, we've done quite a few of them already. So basically what I'm looking at is hopefully completing this series of missions, on which time I will be able to enter the space anomaly and access a weekend Nexus mission. They can have you doing any number of things in weekend Nexus missions, from building a base to destroying X number of hazardous flora on a planet. Okay, this is looking like where we're going. Corrupt archive data. For some reason, my mouse seems just incredibly sensitive. And that's been happening across the board here on my system, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But in the event. Oh, what do we got here? Looks like we're gonna get a little bit of loot from these cargo containers, and we're undoubtedly gonna get attacked by pirates that kind of call this their base. There they are. Hey. Now, am I going to be able to outrun them, or do I have to stand and fight? That little red diamond there indicates that there's somebody following me. Oh. Okay. So now I can just go about my business. Yeah, sometimes you can just run away from these things. You can fight, you can stand and fight, but whatever. That's not what we came here to do. Alright, we're looking for another building. There's our approximate location right there. It's kind of a pain in the keister. There's a building on our left here. Just up on the hill. Oh, and there's another one right there. This is a transmission tower. This is not likely the place that we're looking for. This, however, probably exactly what we're looking for. It's usually abandoned buildings. And there's the door right there, so I'll just put this thing down here. Really, eh? Wow, thank you for sending me here. Is there deadly stuff on this ceiling? There does not appear to be. I've been here before. These containers are open. See? Well, this is the first place we came to, I believe, this morning. Like I said, we're going to be sent back, right? Now, if it's not the first place we came to, it's certainly one of the places we've been. The remote archive terminal hums awaiting my input. Access to memory. Attempted to read memory at blah 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 address. The three of us journeyed to the center, the Sentinel, the first spawn, and the Traveler, all children of the Atlas, all hoping for some answer in the void. First spawn would not stop talking, would not stop glorifying their cruel life of brutality and pain. That's the Gek, right? One night they sang a song, a tale of a lost people, of an armada of raiders fleeing the abyss, of a world where every sentinel turned against every living thing. That's why the Vy'keen were brought about, was to destroy the sentinels. The sentinels were kind of, I think, intended to be the peacekeepers, and they ended up, well, trying to destroy everything. On some planets, especially. Like this one here, where the Sentinel presence is aggressive, I believe. We'll check that out in a second, but I think that's what's happening. Of a world where every Sentinel turned against every living thing, annihilating them all within moments, Laylap showed me no sign of understanding and did not leave us, nor did it try and explain. Perhaps the Sentinels were right. Search physical cache. Search the physical cache attached to the terminal. Whoever recorded this message also left a piece of technology. I'm starting to acquire quite a load of these things that I really should divest myself of. And I think I will do that right now. This here. E-class mining beam. Yeah. You know what? Why not? Let's stick that here. It's not going to hurt. Right, it's not going to hurt. So let's go ahead and do that. Positron ejector. Okay. So yeah, let's take a look at what this planet is. The Sentinels are hateful here. They're hateful. Oh my goodness. Not good. So if you hover over the planet, you see the Sentinels have an aggressive presence here, which is the worst. Step outside usually and they're on you like stink on shit. Well, I'm gonna get out of here before they make an appearance. Oh, there was one right there actually. But I don't, not sticking around for that. Oh, I'm guessing there's more, right? Of course there's more. Whoever has restored additional data. That's a pain in the arse going back and forth, right? Ending sequence unavailable. Okay, so that's not what I was trying to do. I'm going to do this actually. Pulse over to the space station and then head back to my base. Get up the terminal again and back and forth. Should be looking for a system with a paradise planet where I can get out of this galaxy, which is, it's the Hilbert dimension. We've been into the third galaxy. I think this is the second galaxy. So we've actually been into the third galaxy. So I'm going to I think I'm going to do that before we go any further into the computer, the base computer archives. I'm going to go back to Calypso. Yeah, see, Euclid is the first. Oh, there's where my there's where we were, right there, where my freighter is. Euclid is the first. The this one, the Hilbert dimension, is second. Calypso is third. So we got a long way to go. But you know what? We can do this. Or die trying. Yeah, that's it. Just gonna stick my mic a little closer. Alright, let's see, where are we? That's the teleportation unit, and the bridge is over this way. So we're gonna go down to our You know what? Let's see where we can get on our freighter. 'Cause you can do space travel on your freighter as well. Now, current mission, galactic core. How far is that? 500 light years. Okay. Okay, let's look for a system with at least 4 planets and moons. Go there. Dissonant. This one has 6 planets. Why not? Let's go there. And when you warp with your freighter, everything goes with you. So all your frigates, your ships, everything. You're taking your whole armada across to the next star system. And we do have a device in here where we can discover what all the planets are. See, right now, if I look at the planets in the system, I can't see anything, right? I can see that this is a first time anybody in the game has been to this particular system. What is the dog doing? But if I come here and activate the scanner here, I can then discover all the planets in this system. We got a hot one, irradiated, ammonia is toxic, frozen one, pyrite cactus flesh, that's another hot one. And here we have a rainy planet. Now that's more like Earth-like lush planet. It doesn't have any overt hazards, but there are probably storms, and there are definitely aggressive sentinels, which kind of rules this out. So I am just going to keep going. I'm going to go another hop, see if we can find ourselves a current mission, galactic core. Okay. If we can find ourselves a star system with a decent planet to set foot on. Here's a pirate system, a dissonant pirate system nonetheless. Nice. Sometimes, you know, when you're not looking for stuff, it just kind of throws itself at you. This one has, I believe this system has 5 planets and 1 moon. It's got a fairly advanced economy, so I'm going to go there. I like to get into systems where the economy is fairly advanced and the conflict is minimum. Doesn't always work out, but anyway. Okay, let's see. I was going to set a timer so that I remember to take a bio break, get myself some water. Okay, let's start that. Start that, then we go back to our scanner and see what kind of planets we're dealing with. Right? Okay, and again, first contact in this star system. We have a frozen one. We have cactus flesh would be a hot one. Another frozen one. Life incompatible, so not so good. Lots of aggressive sentinels in this system. Wow. Supercritical uranium that's irradiated. And another one with aggressive sentinels. Wow. Not a very friendly place. At least not for our purposes. Sometimes you're looking for trouble, right? You want trouble. But this morning, I think I'll settle for something nicer. Now, red star, you'll find cadmium in those systems. If you are looking for cadmium, the colors. People tell me my colors are a little off on my monitor, and it's true, but I don't know why. Oop, there's one 3-star level 3 conflict. You know what? Let's see if we can find a level 1 conflict like this one. 6 planets here. That'll do nicely. Hopefully there's a paradise planet here we can set a base down and find a portal, travel to the center and beyond. That's all I really want is a paradise planet. Aggressive sentinels, icy, toxic, violent, aggressive sentinel, boiling. Phosphorus is usually found on hot planets. There's a rainy planet. It's kind of lush, but aggressive sentinels again. So NFG. Oh, freaking good. All right, next hop. Decor. Yeah, so I'm thinking of, I mentioned this a few minutes ago, I'm thinking of streaming some of my farming simulator gameplay, but I think I'm going to keep the streams that I do have going because I enjoy those. So the farming simulator, if I do end up streaming it, will have to occur on a different schedule, and it might be random. But I mean, if you have notifications on, you will definitely be notified of when I am doing that. And it's quite likely, now I don't own any of the servers. People have rented servers for our gaming pleasure. There's a good one here. And thank you to those people. Brimstone Gaming being one, and Delta 1246 being the other. You can play on your own private kind of farm if you like. That's perfectly legit, and I do that just basically to learn different aspects of the game, which I can then carry forward to the server playthroughs. But yeah, so I'm not sure if and when I will be streaming that, but it's a lot of fun. So here's a flourishing planet. It doesn't say anything about sentinels. It does say they're enforcing. That would be level 2, I think. 2 out of 3. Wait. Now it has blistering floods as well. It's definitely not paradise. Here's a dry, hot planet. Bladed is glitch, probably. Ammonia is toxic. Another glitch planet, I think, maybe. Bladed. Aggressive sentinels. Wow, we're not really having much luck this morning, are we? Finding a paradise planet. Sometimes, like there was an expedition back whenever. Seemed like every system we were in had no. Every system we were in had paradise planets. Okay, the galactic core. Go there. And sometimes, of course, when, like in this case, when I'm actually looking for paradise planets, there's no way, right? It's not going to let me find any. Yeah, so there's the galactic core right over there, that bright area. So that's where we're headed. We are 712,705 light years away from the core. You can tell up in the top left corner of my screen there. I don't know, if you're on a phone, you probably can't see that, but That is our distance to the core. You cannot make that jump all in one go. That's impossible. I think the biggest or the longest ranging engines I've seen are probably like 3,000 light years or something like that. So it would take you quite a while to jump to the core using that method. However, it can be done. I think people have done that, but I certainly haven't. The easier, much easier way is to use a portal. There is a certain combination of glyphs you can use in the portal that will transport you very close to the center of the galaxy. I think it's within like 5,000 light years. So yeah, and from that location you are within like several hops. You are within several hops of the center of the galaxy. Okay, let's go back and see if we can find a place to put down a base here, because we do not have a base in this galaxy. Calypso. That's the idea here. We're putting down a base where there's a portal, and then we portal closer to the center, and then we just go in and get to the next galaxy. Icebound, rainy, mild rain. Sentinels are observant, which is level 2, I think. Mild rain appears quite good, actually. I wonder what the paradise level is for this planet, because this is probably the one. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have an acrid, which is toxic. Ammonia, again, toxic. Empty planet, probably airless or something like that. Sub-Zero is frozen. This is the one we're looking at here. Coolant Major. Okay, I think we'll try that one. Coolant Major, and not obviously the ring planet. It's kind of a yellowish and reddish. I'm guessing the land is yellow, the oceans are red. Hey, let's go there. Let's go there, see if we can establish a base and find a portal. Let me just see if I got the right maps to find a portal. Secure sites of interest. Ancient artifact. Okay, that's the one there. That's the map we need to find to help us find a portal. So we're going to get in our ship, which is right here. And head down planet side. Before I do anything, I'm also going to hit up the space station proximity. Game sound seems awful loud for some reason. It's loud in my headphones anyway. Yeah, gonna put my feet. Oh, what's this? They left us. Duty bound to follow them, but I know where it will end. You received this. Follow my coordinates. Secure the site in case I don't make it back, please. Input coordinates. Okay. Starship process and coordinates. Stranger's message. Transmission is decayed over time, but the location appears to be valid. Okay. We'll do that. Let's see if this thing works. Oh, it does. Look at that. I know you probably are all subscribed, and but that's okay. Just gonna scroll that message for a minute. Alright, so let's put our feet on the ground in the space station. That will allow us to fast travel back here if we need to. And I did say I had some technologies I wanted to get rid of, because they're cluttering up my exosuit inventory, mostly. So we'll go over here, we'll grab this, This is an exosuit expansion slot, so additional inventory. We'll just put that right here. Don't really care how much it costs. How are we doing for jump pack? Not so good. You know what? Let's sell this guy our stuff. So you go into purchase inventory, purchase upgrade menu, go to sell, and then we can just get rid of all our technologies that we said we were going to get rid of. Yep, so now we have 5, we have 7 empty slots there. We can make more room if we need it. And I also wanted to see what this guy had. I'm looking for S-class modules. See right here what the class is, right? Phase beam I don't want. Positron ejector. Pulse engine modules. How are we doing for maneuverability? That's not terrible. We do have an A-class module going on here. We are also missing some technologies that we haven't installed yet on this ship. So there's always that. We can improve. We can certainly improve ours. Oh, nice A-class gun. A-class gun. You know what? I think I already have A-class multi-tools, right? Let's see if this guy has a scanner upgrade. I goofed a little while back. I traded my good multi-tool for a crappy one. Well, not so crappy, but I traded my good one. So I gave away all my my upgrades, so now I'm scrambling to get them back. I'm gonna grab this. Oh, damn it. I just used up most of my nanites. Okay, so we got that. Scatter blaster, eh? Do we even have a scatter blaster? I think this is my, yeah, so there's my weapon there. I'm not even using a scatter blaster. Why the hell did I buy that? I don't know. I don't know, boss. Alright, let's just, let's go planet side. See if we can make something of that planet that we were just looking at from our freighter. Okay, so we save. This is a save point. You get in and out of your ship. That's a save point. You also have save mechanisms, beacons and things like that that you can use. And there's now an auto save feature on the game. So here's the planet we're going to, Coulant Major. It's a rainy planet. It does not have any overt hazards as such. So see how it goes. See if the storms are nasty or not. I really like the flight mechanics on this in this game. What is this? Something over on that planet. Dreams of the Deep. Oh, I've just triggered another mission series. Dreams of the Deep, right? And yep, there it is, Dreams of the Deep. Okay, well, something else we'll there's a lot of moving parts in this game too. There's a lot of stuff you can do. There's a lot of, like, not necessarily primary missions or main storylines, but there are several for sure. There's an observatory here, you can tell by the dome on top of the building. Notice how my ship scanner did not pick that up. It picked this up though, whatever this is. And this happens to be a minor settlement. Okay, well, landing zone here, and it's a useful building because it does have a vendor. Galactic trade terminal. It's got some outbuildings over there too. Mikey, hey, welcome to the stream, bud. How you doing? So Quick Smoke, yeah, check out his channel. He's he does a lot of Fallout and stuff like that, and some Red Dead Redemption and stuff like that. So pretty good channel there. If you're looking to for some building tips in Fallout, for sure, check Mikey out. Excuse me for a moment. Oh, late night last night for me.
Just glad I can finally catch a stream.
Yeah, thanks for popping in. Yeah, No Man's Sky. So let's see, what do we got? We got this Sentinels, eh? What is the presence like here? Let's see. Observant. So not aggressive, but certainly they're there. Mild rain. Not sure exactly what that means. It might mean there are storms. We'll see. We'll see. We'll probably be here long enough to see a storm. Now here's a life form right here. These creatures. I think this one might be underground. And it reveals itself through the steaming vents that it pops through. A couple of more creatures, flying creatures. There's another one. 3. You can scan, of course, the foliage, the trees, the rocks. There's some rocks to scan here. Not getting much for scanning rocks, but you know what? Let's go over and get the loot over here. Not that we need it, but this is something else you can do in the game. You can just loot. And my mouse is really jumpy. Don't know why. Thought I reduced the sensitivity on that, but anyway. Yeah, so for those who do partake in this title and are feel adventurous and stuff, you can turn this into a shoot and loot. Absolutely, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. And the way to do that, of course, is to start shooting at the sentinels. They'll come at you in waves. We have other things to do here, so I'm not going to be partaking in that. But let's see. Let's get that. Let's get that. Let's see if this guy has anything we need. The answer is not in terms of blueprints. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to mosey along, see what they got in the box. What are you doing hiding in the corner there, bud? Shirking your responsibilities, are you? Whatever. Here. Class B weapon, multi-tool. What do you got in here? So, okay, we'll get back to that first page here in a minute, but there are other things available in here. Some components and ammonia. Okay. Ammonia. We have ammonia. Let's talk about this first. So if you're looking to game the economy, you can pick up some of this stuff. Some of it's on pretty good discount, 60% off, 50% off almost here, 30% off. Now the key, in my mind, is to slide all these over to buy everything and see how much it costs. So, all right, here's what I'm talking about. This item here is almost a third off, right? 33, almost 33% off. So at 1.6 million units for these, all 156 of these, if it's a third off, that means if it was full price, you'd be paying roughly a little over 2.5 million units for them. So if you go to a system, you see in the panel there, it says a crate of mesh decouplers. The creation of high-tech components often involves accidental mesh coupling. So high-tech, if you go to a star system that has a high-tech economy, and there are different kinds, you will likely find a demand for these. Now, you're getting a discount here, and if you find a high-tech economy where there's a demand for these, you're likely to make a profit. So that 2.5 million could easily be like, say they offered you 25% profit. You could easily get 3 million. You could double your money on these components right here if you want to do that. That's one way to make money. We saw one earlier with the frigates. If you get a freighter, then you buy some frigates and you send them out on missions. They bring back loot. That's a second way, another way to make money, right? So, yeah, there's no shortage of different things you can do here to make money, right? Okay. We didn't really need any of that. Now our ship is over here. Like I said, if you were adventurous and you're the cock of the walk or whatever, you could probably where did he go? Where's that sentinel gone? He's over there somewhere. Yeah, right over there. Sentinel. You could start shooting at sentinels. They will come at you in waves. Each successive wave, I think it's 5 waves, and each successive wave is more devastating than the previous. So if you do find yourself adventurous, you could certainly, if you like the loot and shoot kind of thing, then hey, you can do that. Okay, I'm losing bits and pieces of my arm here. My boom for my mic. I don't know where it's coming from. It's going to fall right to the floor one of these days. I better address that before it gets out of control. Okay, now what we were looking for is a place to build a base, right? I think this will do, because sentinels are not overly aggressive. I mean, if they are, you won't even, like, you won't even get your feet on the ground, or you'll get your feet on the ground and then they'll come at you, right? So that's one way to tell if the sentinels are super aggressive or not. I'm just going to stick a base down here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to stick a base down here, because what I actually wanted to do was find a portal, right? And the way to find a portal is you activate one of these maps here. Ancient artifact site. So I'm going to activate that. Plot a route to an ancient artifact site. And what do we have? We have a monolith. That's exactly what we're looking for. There are several different kinds of ancient artifact sites. Monolith being just one of them. We're going to go over here. Now it says 12 minutes, 13 minutes almost to the monolith. Here's a shortcut. Get out of the atmosphere. There's a little pause right there. Tells you you're out of the atmosphere. You wait a few seconds and then you point your ship back down. Pulse down. And that 12 or 13 minutes, of course, is reduced significantly. Probably to less than a minute. So unless you're actually surfing the surface of a planet to look for different whatever, this is what you want to do to get to the next place more quickly. And here's our monolith. So we're going to get out of our ship. It's going to create a save. Now, to find a portal, you need to pardon me, you need to address this unit appropriately. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and hopefully we'll give it the right answer. There's a little bit of a kind of a puzzle or whatever that happens here. My fingers rest on cold stone of the monolith. Suddenly I am seized, and ancient vision floods through me. So that, again, is a language that I don't understand much of, because I have not been doing a lot of that. Blue light pours from the monolith as if a curtain has been dropped within. I hear a gentle hubbub of voices and catch a familiar smell in the breeze. I cannot remember my home, but I know that this doorway leads there. I ache for a past I cannot remember. Every inch of my soul wants to make me leap back. I look to the skies and the infinity beyond. Can I truly abandon my journey when it's only just begun? Step back into the past, resist temptation. Okay, so these are the two answers. possible answers that will, one of which will allow you to further interact with this device. So let's see. Is it the first one? Step back into the past. You have learned the Atlas word for infinite. So I'm guessing yes. Normally, if you choose the wrong answer, your standing diminishes amongst the local life form. So, although I can't do a second interaction. You need to be able to do a second interaction with this device. So I'm going to scum this save and reload. Let's reload 8:11:08, which is when we stepped out of our ship just a moment ago. And I'm going to choose the second answer, because you'll get exactly the same kind of question, right? So what do you got going on your stream, Mikey? What do you got going on your channel there lately? Your chance to advertise your wares here. Invader, Tex obviously is doing a lot of Tom Clancy stuff, right? Ghost Recon and stuff like that. It's very, it's high intensity, that's for sure.
Hashtag cat raid.
Oh, cat raid. Delta, what's up, dude? How's your head this morning? My fingers rest on cool stone. Okay, so we read this already. We're just going to go ahead and select the second answer here. Resist temptation. And I should be able to... Yes, there it is. We have an ability to do a second interaction here, which will give us the opportunity to find a portal. See, locate a portal. It actually gave us the gave us what I needed. Old Mac Delta's here. Maxi, welcome in, folks.
Definitely worse for fair.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. That's one of the reasons I don't partake. The other one, of course, is that it messes with my medication, my heart medication, so probably not a wise thing for me to be at. Portal, eh? Okay, let's go to a portal. Let's see, over this way. Again, we're looking at 6 or 7 minutes here, so we can do the same thing I did a minute ago. Yeah, so how goes the farm, folks? Hopefully everything's okay on the farm.
Hey, Smokey. Delta Max of Low, smelling face with smiling eyes, extraterrestrial alien. At Marty, wait, you were sober when we straddled that hedge?
Oh, I'm always sober.
Face with tears of joy.
I can't, unfortunately, like I said just now, because of my meds, I can't overdo the alcohol. I guess if I wanted to commit suicide, that would be one way I could do it, but not really interested in doing that. Not at this stage of my life, anyway. It's probably going to end prematurely anyway, but whatever, right? Good morning, Katrin. Welcome aboard. So, yeah, I was the farm this morning. So, yeah.
Smiling face with smiling eyes, angel face. Raid.
Me raid, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Smash that like button, everybody there. And okay, so we're gonna get a base down here. Let's see. We are in Calypso, right? So let's call this the Calypso portal. I think the base first. Yeah, so Delta and I, Delta was on your farm last night actually, and he noticed that your funds were dwindling. They were almost at zero actually, and he surmised that you had an AI bot doing something, and I think he stopped it, but he was like the Irish say, he was, what is it, 3 sheets to the wind or something like that. Yeah, I don't know what that saying is. But anyway, I think he stopped the bot so that you wouldn't go into debt on your own farm. But I think that's what you were addressing this morning, right? They did go to 0. Yeah, okay. So I wasn't aware if
They go to 0, LOL.
yeah,
Hardest
I was
working
leaving the
game
game when he
I've
did
ever
that.
seen, LOL. Up 3 sheets to the wind face with tears of joy, Irish.
Yeah, you haven't had very much luck with AI doing work for you, have you, Delta? Yeah, so that's another aspect of the game. I've been talking about the farming simulator here this morning a little bit, and it's fun. I mean, it's certainly not high octane like you know some of the other stuff I do, but and to be honest, right? No Man's Sky is not usually high octane either, right? It's pretty chill, but yeah, Farming Simulator. There's a lot of moving parts. It's a pretty complicated game, and it can be a bit of a challenge. The driving, I find, is probably the most challenging part, as some of you will, of course, attest, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna. I don't want my. Yeah, exactly. I don't want my base near that thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it over here. And I'm going to move my computer over here. So yeah, you get that all straightened out, Kat, I hope. Katrin, of course, is one of our No Man's Sky builders. She's got some pretty phenomenal stuff. Delta 1 does a lot of different gaming stuff. Much like Mikey does. I don't think Delta does Fallout, but he does. There's a few other things. He's been doing a lot of No Man's Sky, the expedition, speed runs. Maxi, of course, does a lot of different games as well. All part of the community here, right? Thanks for popping in, folks. Appreciate it. So yeah, let's see if we can just put together a little humble abode here, just so we can have something to come back to if we need it. Now, where would I put... Am I in camera mode? I am, okay.
Thanks, Martu White smiling face.
Martu, Marti-I-E-I-O. Yeah. We're fine.
Marty sorry face with tears of joy.
Hey, you weren't the one drinking. Actually, neither was I, so whatever. Okay. Yeah, so you know, check those streamers. Oh, I'm out of stuff. I'm out of glass. Dang. Let's put a roof on this thing anyway. Now this planet, in the Calypso.
Glass face with tears of joy.
No, I'm referring to last night when we were on Delta's server. Okay, let's go back and get our base computer. Grab this, bring it back over here. And slide it, I don't know, there. It's not straight. Is that, I can never remember where the front part of this thing is. Ah, yes, there it is. Okay. That's good enough for now. Just wondering if we have the materials to activate the portal. Let me see if I can rename this first. Rename it. Yeah. So this we'll call the Calypso portal. Okay. Good enough. Let's get a little bit of a screenshot going. It's not really all that critical, but let's see. Let's get over here. Maybe we can get the building, the portal, and the ship. What a nice planet. I like these planets with the different looking atmospheres and stuff. Here's the okay, so back here. This is not a bad looking planet actually. So here's our base. And we're gonna upload it for sure. Now we're gonna charge the glyphs so we can use the portal. Looks like they're on the other side. I think I can go through here, right? Pretty sure you can go through here, yeah. Okay. Alright, glyph 1. Carbon, condensed. How much of each of those do I have? What's best to use? I don't have a lot of oxygen. Oh yes I do, I got a stack. I got no carbon. Ah, okay, so not to use carbon.
Hi all. Born in OE.
OE, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. We're about to go to the center of the galaxy, I think, or close to it. Yeah, we got a lot of that stuff. Okay. Glyph 1, let's go ahead with carbon, sodium, dihydrogen, copper. Yeah, so you need to have all of these materials to be able to charge the portal, right? Hydrogen. Hope I don't run out of dihydrogen. That would suck. Carbon, sodium, hydrogen, and last. Yep, got it all. Okay, portal is now charged.
Hello, Irish God Maxi, sir.
I think he meant good, Maxi. Just kidding. I don't know what you meant. Secondary factory report auto diagnostics initiated. Close my eyes, approach the portal. When I open them again, I have expected structure to be gone. Here it is, real as anything I've ever seen. It's no different from any other structure on these worlds. I will continue. So activate the portal. Actually, let's get the address first. There's the address to the portal. So, oh, what just happened there? I think what happened was I went to go do a print screen and smashed over to
No, Marty.
to a blank
He
screen.
wrote God. A God in his face with tears of joy. What an ego boost face with tears of joy. Irish God.
Nothing like getting the chat going, right?
Tears of joy.
Poke and prod. All right, so let's get. Now that we have the portal charged, we can use our glyphs. Well, actually, before I do that, let me just show you what I'm talking about. So glyphs, yeah, under discoveries, catalog, collected knowledge, the atlas, you'll see a listing of portal glyphs. We've acquired 2 glyphs, which allow you to do portal travel, because the glyphs represent the addresses that are around the portal. Now, the glyphs represent the combination of glyphs represent addresses of places in the I believe it's in the galaxy. Each galaxy has each place in the galaxy has a unique set of glyphs. So we're going to activate the portal, and we're going to use all the first glyph. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And when I put in the last one, it's going to tell me that something went wrong, but it's going to work anyway. Atlas transport air location corrupted, blah blah blah. But it does work. If you use all the first portal or the first glyph, you will be able to travel through the portal. And of course, the address that the place that that address belongs to is, well, we're about to find out. It's a lot closer to the center of the galaxy, let's just say. So now we have a base by the portal, and we're gonna turn this off. Okay, and we're going to let's see if we can get to the center of the galaxy. Now, before I go any further, and you can tell that a lot of people are doing this, right? Every one of these little comm balls, that's somebody that placed it there, and it's just somebody saying, "Hey, look at me! I've been here. I've oh, gotta go all the way to the end to be able to discover the various. Yeah, and see, there's somebody got a base up in the air there. Nice, another base over there. There's bases everywhere here. So basically what I was trying to do was trying to figure out if I have a scrap ship that I'm going to use to travel the portal. And I don't think that's a scrap ship. I think that's another A-class shuttle that I've been using. Let's see. Yeah, it is too. I don't want to use that ship. What happens if you when you travel through the portal, through the center of the galaxy, all of this technology gets destroyed, right? So you're probably better off just attempting. Oh, do I have one of these? I do not. Okay, you probably just best traveling through the center of the galaxy in an old scrap ship. And
made some smiles.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. The Earth is flat. Indeed it is. You believe whatever you want to believe, Diz. Go right ahead. I will not stop you, and I will not argue. Yeah, so basically I should put this on my other ship. Starship. Hyperdrive module. Oh, I was mentioning earlier my sister was coming in to town. She's here. And, well, it's time for a bio break anyway. So, before we actually do that, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to get back in my ship. And okay, stop the bio break reminder. I'm going to call in my freighter. And okay, so there's my freighter. Cannot. What was that? Freighter warp drive insufficient for current system. Because we're in a what? We're in an emerald system. This is a green star system. All right, Maxie. Probably see me on the farm later. Yeah. Take care, Maxie. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is go to a different star system where I can actually bring in my freighter. Just a moment. Apologies. That interruption. And
107.
oh,
Von Maxie.
oh. Not a lot of planets. 2 planets. Don't know if there's any moons. We're going to go there and summon our freighter. One thing I did want to show was we were 700. We were over 700,000 light years from the center of the galaxy, when before traveling through the portal, right? And of course here we are now 5,537 light years, so we've made a hell of a jump, right? So what I'm going to do first before the actual bio break is I'd like to bring in my freighter. So that's this guy. I would also like to bring in the space anomaly because I want to see if I can actually access the weekend mission yet. We've been having trouble accessing the weekend mission in this playthrough, and by all means, anybody in chat who's kind of has any idea about how I can fix that. I think it might be broken in this playthrough, but I'm not sure. Or either that, or I'm not finished something that I need to finish to do that. But right now, what I'm going to do is take a quick bio break, and I'll be back in probably 3 to 5 minutes, hopefully. And yeah, so be back very, very shortly. Just a moment. Okay, so my apologies for that overly long delay. We now have a house full of diabetics. Well, not really, but almost. Who's that? Is that somebody I know? Game invite. Who's that? You know what, Micah or Mayak, whatever. Sorry. I did want to check this out though. I want to see if I've done enough to actually access the.
And you gotta go, smiling face, with open mouth and tightly closed eyes.
I actually got my first cup of coffee just now, so that was good. Rejects my input. Okay, so that's what I was talking about before the bio break there. I don't know why it's doing that. It says you need to talk to everybody in the speak to the inhabitants of the station before returning. I've spoken to every single individual in this space station. I'm gonna do it again, just so you, at least maybe it'll unblock this time. But actually, the first person normally is Nada up here, and I'm thinking, no, he does not. Okay, so if I activate that on the log right here. Board the mysterious space station and speak to those on board. So yeah, this is the first guy. Now this guy's conversation is very, very brief, and he doesn't seem to want to talk to me for some reason. Nada wishes they could, regrets much, leave. That's it. So I think that's broken. That's what I think is broken right there. And I'm thinking maybe it's because I haven't completed some other mission. That seems to be the MO of this game, but I'm not entirely sure. The only other mission I can think of that would affect that is this one here, the Base Computer Archives. Alone amidst the stars, investigate the space anomaly, Artemis the Explorer. I mean, I've done that, right? Seek help in search of Artemis. But I don't... I'm in network mode here, so there's a lot of people coming and going here.
Is this the expedition?
This is not the expedition, no. I've done the expedition. I mentioned that last night, I think, during our conversations, that I've done the expedition several times, and I'm not doing it again. But this is just a scratch playthrough that I'm using to traverse galaxies, basically. I'm not very far into this thing, but nevertheless, speak with iteration Helios to learn about salvage opportunities. Okay, so that's this guy over here. Now he will give me one of those derelict freighter beacons if I... yeah, there it is right there. Okay. Emergency signal scanner.
Happy Saturday, Marty.
That's it there. Rob, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good and happy Saturday to you as well, and to everybody else in chat, of course. Yeah, so this guy gives me a beacon to find a derelict freighter. I think it used to be once a week. I'm not sure if that's changed or not, but you come to this guy once a week and he'll give you one of those after you get the first one. You have to buy the first one from the space station, if I'm not mistaken, the scrap dealer in the space station. So this guy, okay, search space anomaly for clues about Artemis. Select space anomaly mission in the log. So there you go. Signal detected anomaly. Speak to the station inhabitants. So we just spoke to him. Nada is up. He's over here. Priest entity Nada. We were just talking to him. So I'm just wondering why. Yeah, his conversation is abbreviated here. I think this is broken. It could be broken. See, this is all he ever says to me. Regrets much, and then we leave. Speak to the inhabitants. And speak to Polo. He give you directions to black holes and Atlas stations and stuff like that. So he is also a valuable member of this space station. There was Ariadne down on the way up there on the ramp. Spoke to her. She's like a greeter, the Walmart greeter of the of the space anomaly. This guy is the keeper of the portal back there. We also have Tethys. Tethys is the guy that kind of puts together your own drone, and he also helped you put together this thing here, assembled construct. You can sell multi-tools that you won't be using here at this terminal here. There's a special device back there. There's nobody in that room, so we're not going to bother. The market is on our left here. We have all the vendors for the ship. That's this guy here, Hyperion. Now we've purchased most of the ship stuff we want. There's a few left. I don't have a lot of nanites, so I'm not going to bother with that. Celine, she has the exosuit upgrades. So we have, again, we've purchased most of these that we want. There's a few left again. There is an exosuit upgrade available here. 125,000 units. And we're not hurting for cash, so we'll get that. EOS is the multi-tool technology vendor. We have all our pulse spitter upgrades. Neutron cannon, eh? And we have all our mining device upgrades over here. Neutron cannon, eh? Okay, let's see. Neutron cannon. It's the other multi-tool, eh? This is the neutron cannon here, right? And we do have the P-field compressor. So here's something that bothers me with this game, right? I have the neutron cannon on my multi-tool, and I have the P-field compressor. But these things are still available at the vendor. Now, if you were not sure if you had something for some reason, you could easily be kind of somewhat convinced to buy those. And this guy is the Exocraft technology vendor, so we'll talk to him too, just to make sure we're talking to everybody. And these are all the different technologies available for the Exocraft. These are not upgrades as such, because you can upgrade technologies, right? Those are technological add-ons for the various components, right?
How may are you on later tonight? And how is Pops doing?
So let's see, talk to Hesperius and those who follow Enra Silver, of course, recognize this face. Gemini. A pleasure to see your familiar face. Thank you for saying hello. Okay. So we've talked to most people. Did we talk to this guy? I don't think so, eh? Aries, he will take some of your milestone data as well and give you some nanites. That's always a bonus. A couple hundred nanites. The last bloke, actually he's not the last bloke. There's a appearance modifier there and a gene sequencer for your eggs. You can take an egg that you were given or find and process it through the gene sequencer and radically change the appearance of what was initially designed to be something biological, will turn out to be something quite different. So here is the last guy. Quicksilver Synthesis Companion. He will have all your Twitch rewards if you participate in Twitch drop weekends. This is where you gather those rewards. Expedition rewards, of course, if you've done any of the expeditions, you can get the rewards for them here. And you can gather those, both of those, in any playthrough. So, go for it. Of course, they're with the Quicksilver that you earn from the NEXUS missions, you can also buy a bunch of this other stuff. So yeah, speaking of the NEXUS, we've just spoken with everybody on the space station, and I suspect we are going to get the same snub. Yeah, rejects my input. So anybody in chat know what's going on here? Like I said earlier, I suspect it's because maybe this mission is not complete, but it could be something else. We'll figure it out eventually, I hope. Here's a really nice looking ship right here. Yeah. This has got the golden vector fuselage and cockpit. It's got a triple thruster on the back and a couple of side thrusters, but very nice looking ship for sure. Got a lot of interceptors here. This looks like the Radiant Pillar. This is the initial ship that you're given when you first start the game. Oh, and this is the reward from the latest expedition. This ship that's hovering over here. Oh, somebody just popped in again with their dragster fighter. Yeah, so that's the reward for the latest expedition. I think you have 1 day left. If you were hoping to do that, you might want to get on it. Nice ship. Yeah, I mean, not bad, right? Quite colorful. It's got a lot of decals on it and stuff, and wicked looking engines, and it just took off without any warning. It's all good. Okay, we're headed to the center of the galaxy. People tell me you can do that in your freighter, but I'm not exactly sure. Just wondering what the range of my freighter is. Of course, you can... let's just go towards it right now. There's all my frigates around the freighter. The range... Okay, 1,500 light years. It's going to take me 3 hops to get there on my freighter. I should have teleported to my freighter because you can. But this is pretty quick too, right? There you go. And of course, way back when they've put a short-range teleporter in your freighters, such that you don't have to climb the stairs, because you can. I think you can still climb the stairs to get to the bridge, right? Yeah, right through there, right? Here's the bridge. Look at that. You can still get to the bridge. Okay, there's the navigator, Navigator Gavril. He will allow you to send your frigates out on missions. We haven't done that today. We've brought them back in, but we didn't send them back out. So let's see. That's the current mission. We're going to untag that, and we're going to tag the galactic core. I'm pretty sure my freighter has a longer range than my starship. So here we go. Oh, hyperdrive has no fuel. Okay, so that's the freighter hyperdrive they're talking about. Now my starship, see the, oh, this one has 1,500 light year range too. So that's kind of cool. Hyperdrive. Oh. This one does not have that much range. Indium, shite. I need indium. And I need emerald. Dang it. Okay. Well, tell you what. We'll get in our ship and is my ship? How's the Pugnium? This is the launch thruster. Let's fill that back up. Is this the hyperdrive? Yes, it is. Okay. Let's fill that back up. Fill that back up. Let's take our ship. Let's get closer to the center using this device here. It's got a long. It has a longer range than my freighter. You can buff your freighter's hyperdrives for sure. That sounds really loud. Okay, so galactic core. Okay, that's exactly what. Okay. You can just follow hop to hop. That's not what I want to do. Dang it. Okay, I'm just going to see what we got in this system. Quite possible somebody's already been here because, of course, when you get to the center, it's a pretty cluttered neighborhood. Yeah, you see, somebody's already discovered this. They did not discover any of the planets, however. This is not going to allow me to discover planets. It's just going to allow me to find out what the composition is here. So, irradiated. There's a nice purple planet. This looks like it could be dissonant. Aggressive sentinels. It's capped. I don't know what that means. Here's another one. Not going to tell me, are you? Okay, how about if I go into first person mode? Now you're going to tell me, right? Okay. This is one of the few reasons I use first person mode in my ship. Starship, anyway. That's an icy one. What else do we have? 4. Is there more? There's 6. There's a moon. And there's another planet. And the moon is around the ringed planet. So, did I even see the ringed planet? I did not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the ringed planet is obviously behind the big purple one here. Obvious. I'm guessing. It's not obvious. I'm just going to get out from behind this guy. And no doubt our ring planet will be back here. There it is. And there's the moon right next to it, right there. Something really, really loud. Okay, irradiated. And the moon. You know what? I don't even care about that. I wanted to get to the center of the galaxy. Now, I'm going to want to also find a crashed starship because I'm going to use it for the actual traversing of the galaxy. So here we are. Is this the last hop? I don't know. Well, we're going to measure, we're 4,000 light years away, and we'll be probably 2,500 light years away after this hop. So we'll be very, very close to the center of the galaxy here. So close we're going to get sucked in. No, just kidding. Alright, so, is it the last hop?
I don't know if I'll be on tonight, OE, but Pops is doing well, thankfully.
This is not the last hop. Okay, should be going the other way. Should be going this way. Here we go. Okay, let's go here. Is this the last hop? This is probably the last hop, actually.
Good job.
Boof dog? Boof? Okay. Sure. Galactic core. All right, let's see. Oh. We are 3,000 light years away. This might be our last our last set of hops here. It's that one. It's that one. And
I heard your dog book background. LOL.
yeah, she's loud. Okay, I think this might actually be the last star system before you actually hop into the center. Yeah, she's anytime people walk in front of the house or come into the house, she's all about it. Bugs yeah. Bugs me. Dog, I mean, it's gonna bark, right? But I just okay. Last hop. Yes, when you see that right there on the bottom of the screen, select star off on its own like that, you know that you are headed to the center of the galaxy. If your hyperdrive is not completely full, you will also get this message. Hyperdrive has no fuel.
Drives us nuts.
Yeah, pretty much, right? You have a big or a small dog? Is it loud or is it just shrill, you know? Okay, so this is the last stop before the center of the galaxy. Calypso Centro. Yep, Calypso Centro Galactico. Okay, what do we got here? We got, well, let's see. Yeah, of course, the last hop before the center. People will have been everywhere in here. So there's a hot planet with cactus. Ammonia is toxic. Phosphorus is hot. Pyrite cactus is hot. Another hot one, and a grassy dissonant planet. What's it called? Handy Zion base. No, that's the base. Archec Gamma. Archec Gamma? Sure. Okay. It's a red planet. So, is this it? Looks like it.
These have labbed half hit, we think.
Oh, that's
about
not it.
50 pounds of energy.
Oh, really, eh? That's big. Well, big enough. Ours is like 40, I think. Ours is looks kind of like a mix between a lab, husky, something like that. But it's got short legs like a beagle. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is, right? Okay, let's get out from behind this big guy here. There's the moon. We're gonna zip by that. And we'll be able to see what's in behind this thing. Now, we're looking for the red one. It's not the ringed one, so it's not that one. Probably up here somewhere. Yeah, this looks like it might be it here. No, that is not it. Actually, that is a grassy planet, but that's not it. I think we're looking for that one over there. Actually. Can we get a description on that? Yes, that's it. Okay, we're gonna try to find a crashed ship. Okay, and the way I'm gonna do that is with these guys here. Distress signals. Distress signals will normally find you one of a number of things, one of which might be a crashed starship. If we find a crashed starship, we'll just repair the engines and go to the center of the galaxy with that. There's a couple of other things we need to do before we actually do that hop to the center. One of which is to swap out our multi-tool for one that is another scrap multi-tool, because all of the technology on that device will also be trashed. Okay, so here, this beautiful purple planet. Let's go ahead and activate our stress beacon. Looking for a distress signal. What do we got over here? Crash freighter. That's not what we're looking for. We'll keep that active, and we'll do another scan. And this time we will find a distress signal. That's what we're looking for. So a distress signal is, in fact, I'm pretty sure it's a crashed starship. 30 minutes away. Not so much, but like I said earlier, you leave the atmosphere, that little pause tells you you're out. And then you just wait a few seconds, point back down, and use your pulse engine, which on the keyboard is a spacebar. And of course that 30 minutes turns into, again, probably less than a minute. So now we've got our boosters on and we're really slamming down here. This should be a crashed starship, as far as I'm aware. There it is. It's an explorer type vessel, which is alright. It makes absolutely no difference what it is. Oh, you know what? Look at that. There's a pilot down there. We can't take this ship. There's a pilot down here. Too funny. Cannot take a ship from a pilot. If there was no pilot, if the pilot was dead, you'd be able to take that. So I'm just wondering if we can do another one of these. Can we get another distress signal? The answer is observatory. Yeah, this is what I was saying, right? Your distress signal charts will show you any number of things. We have a freighter now. We have an observatory. An abandoned building. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're out of maps. And we have this guy. So I think we might have to help this guy before we move on. So we found a number of different items with these distress maps, but it's not what we're looking for. Okay, we're gonna just loot all this stuff because we can. Oh, lovely, and we have storms here too. Isn't that great? Now, we're not putting a base down here, but anyway, let's talk to this guy. He's probably just looking to have his ship fixed. What can we do? Offer to investigate. Well, at least we can do that, right? Animals here you can scan, of course. There's a predator, I think, right there. Diet is insects and grubs, so he looked like he's chasing animals, actually. Now this thing here needs what? Repair the ship? Okay, let's just repair the ship. With what? Well, whatever it was, we fixed it. Now we need to talk to this guy again, tell him we fixed his ship. He's going to take off. And... didn't stay long, did he? Gone. He did not stay long. Okay, so that's one way to find crashed starships, is with a map. Unfortunately, that time we had the misfortune of having a pilot attached to that starship, so we couldn't pick it up. That's where it was, right there. Okay. Another way to get to find a crashed starship is using a a transmission tower. There's something down here, but I can't see what it is. Stick in the mud. Dang it. There's an archive. This is the biggest building on the planet. It has vendor and it has a galactic trade terminal. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a crashed starship. So we need to focus. Not go off track here. There's an observatory. That's not going to help. What's this? Okay, that's looks like a plaque of some kind. That's not going to help. Apparently there's a storm going on now. It's hard to tell though because it's not a very nasty storm. There's another observatory. I forgot to get my water. I did get a coffee though. First coffee of the day. I think we ran out. Wifey went out and got more. Yay. Sister did come in. Her and my cousin. And, of course, everybody in the family is diabetics, right? All the adults. So we're all there, up there talking about metformin and Ozempic and all that crap. I do not wish that on anybody, especially anybody, well, anybody, not especially, anybody. It's just a nightmare. So Ozempic is a patented drug. They all started off as patented drugs. There's another one on the market too, but metformin is no longer patented, so it's dirt cheap. It is here anyway. It's like $25 or something for a month's worth. 25 Canadian dollars, of course. But the thing is my insurance company covers that. Oh, look what I found. We can get a multi-tool. We can get a multi-tool just by doing this, disabling the sentinels. We don't need to disable the sentinels to get the multi-tool, but you know what? A little added bonus there, right? Extract weapons technology. There it is. There's our multi-tool we're going to use to traverse. We're going to take it. This is what I did one time. I exchanged my good one for the one that was in here, I think, by mistake. I did that more than once, I think. Log off. So now that the sentinels have offed themselves, you can go and pick up their remains. There's one and there's two. And we can also do this. We can also do this, neutron cannon. So we can destroy these control nodes and get additional loot. There's 3 around the Sentinel pillar. I couldn't resist. I know we're looking for a crashed starship, but I couldn't resist the Sentinel pillar. It's just too easy to knock those out. And we have a save and chart beacon. We have another piece of loot up here. There's 3 sentinels around this this item, so that's kind of interesting. There's usually only 2, but we'll take it. So we're actually looking for a transmission tower. No more sentinels to worry about as long as we don't reboot or reboot the game, or leave the what was that? Or leave the not the galaxy, well, the galaxy, yes, but the star system. If we leave the star system, the Sentinel pillar reactivates. I hope I'm going the right way. South is over on my left there, so that's where we're going to kind of avoid going around in circles here. It's probably a best practice. There it is, transmission tower. Okay, hopefully this will direct us to a crashed starship. So we'll just go in here and trip the terminal right inside here. Orvac system, so a little bit of loot, navigation data, and a terminal. So this thing here has a bit of a puzzle. It's a math puzzle, pretty easy usually. Sequence of numbers, blah blah blah. 80 minus 9 minus 8 minus 7 minus 6 is 50. Distress signal is a crash starship. Oh no, another crash freighter. Is that the same one we just found? Okay, so let's see. Crash freighter. Freighter. I think that's the same crash freighter we found with our map. I'm not 100% sure, but it certainly appears to be. So I'm going to just keep going here. Hope for a... you can find crash starships on the ground just by looking for them, right? Sometimes your ship scanner will pick one up, Rarely, but they do. But your ship scanner will also find buildings, right? And transmission tower is one such building, which is useful in finding said crashed starships. Let's see. Yeah, if you scan the ground with your eyes, you can. You probably can find a crashed starship. It's not impossible. What's this here? It's an abandoned building, I think. The transmission towers have a tower next to the building or on the building, so pretty easy to tell, right? There's a drop pod right there. I'm just gonna go right past that. I'm not desperate for exosuit inventory slots. I would like to get a crashed starship though in the next few minutes though, because then we could traverse the galaxy, go to the next galaxy. That would be awesome. I really like that that animation that they do for that. It's pretty cool. I think. I could be wrong. What do we got here? What's this? Stick in the mud with a save beacon or something. Yeah. Now you notice I'm not using my thrusters here. I'm just using my regular engine. Whoop-a-lie. Hey, look at that. We found a ship. Oh, there's another pilot. We're really not very lucky with this today. You know what? This guy's going to stay right where he is, because that bugs me. Well, we've found 2 crashed starships, neither of which we could grab. You can't shoot them and take their ship, unfortunately. I guess that's unfortunate. Fortunately for them, you can help fix their ship and they'll be off, but you can't take their ship. Which is kind of, well, yeah. Sadly. In our case, it's sad because we're desperately looking for a ship. I don't want to use my A-class shuttle to traverse. Oh, and look at this. A dissonant planet. You know what? Sorry, this is a dissonant planet, and this is a camp. This is a camp, right? This will lead us to a ship as well, so we'll use that ship instead. Harmonic lockdown in progress. Okay, scan memory registers. It's another way to find a ship. On this planet, it's going to be an interceptor. So 1 plus 3 is 4, 11 minus 2 is 9, 5 plus 2 is 5 plus 10 is 15. So 4, 9, and 15. Okay, let's enter those glyphs or those numbers here. 4, 9, 15. Okay, so we get a bit of a jingle here. We can get another multi-tool right over there in the box. And we can also locate a dissonant spike, which is basically the location of a crashed interceptor. Oh, that was fortuitous. Came across a crashed starship and one of these camps. We'll take our multi-tool first. What is it? It's a C-class. I think we'll use that one to traverse the galaxy. Take multi-tool, it's free. So that one will be equipped. When you take a multi-tool, it normally equips like that. So that's good. And then we'll just go ahead and grab the starship. Let's see, where did it say it was? Right over here. Dissonant spike coordinates, 25 minutes away. Again, up through the atmosphere. And back down. I think the only thing we're going to need to do is load up the hyperdrive on this ship to get to the center of the galaxy. I'm good with that. There's a trading post there. We just flew right over it, and Here's our crashed interceptor. Yep, there it is. Nice and compact. Similar to the one we have, actually. Similar, but not the same. Right? Similar. Not quite the same. Now, what do we got here? Some loot. This can be used for fuel. This can be broken down, and this we need to fix. Hyaline brain. There's also a phage, an autophage we can interact with. That will give us a bunch of this stuff. The loot here is random that you get from this this device here. Now we need to fix the brain. So basically, yeah, we need to probe subconscious. As you can see in the panel there, probe the subconscious. That will lead us to the next device that we need to find in order to fix the brain for this ship. When we fix the brain, we come back and the ship is ours. Now, 13 minutes on foot. So that is just around the corner in a ship. It's literally right around the corner. 8, 7, 6 seconds. Yeah, it would have been like a good 10 or 12 minutes walk. But in a ship, we're talking about clear to proceed because I don't have any contraband. If you have contraband and you get that scan, it's like getting pulled over by the cops, right? They want to take your contraband. They want you to surrender your contraband, or else they will attack you. That's the system authorities. Does not happen. I don't think that happens in a pirate system. Pretty sure it doesn't actually. Okay, present the brain. Fumble with the brain, unbearably hot in my hands. Blah blah blah. And the thing fixes the brain, gives me back a harmonic brain, and that's what I'm going to use to fix the ship I just found. We will go to the center of the galaxy momentarily, folks. Fasten your seatbelts. Adjust your seats to an upright position. And follow the security instructions as outlined by your host. Yeah, right, Marty. Okay, very funny. Very funny, Marty. So here we go. Radiant shards, inverted mirror, and a harmonic brain. That's the 3 things you need to fix the Sentinel Interceptor. Crashed Sentinel Interceptor. Now you'll notice something about this ship. There's nothing broken on it. It's crashed, but there's nothing broken on it, which is awesome. Okay, we're going to grab this A-class. Oh my goodness. An A-class interceptor. Wow. Again, fortuitous, eh? Flame ship. Let's get inside, see what we got. Okay. We don't need anything special here. This is all the default technology up here. We don't need this, and we don't need that. We'll put that down here, and we'll put the components back over to our exosuit. That there. We'll put tritium up on the freighter, I think. Yeah, let's put that up here. Okay, right there is good. Now, so we have 2 of the elements that we need to traverse the center of the galaxy. We have a beat up multi-tool that's gonna fare worse. Everything gets beat up. All your technology stuff gets hammered when you go through the center of the galaxy, including this stuff here, which is fine because this is a scrap ship, right? It's not our go-to. So we're going to use this. I don't really care about that technology right now. I will fix it to traverse the next galaxy probably, or use another crashed interceptor. I'm not sure. We'll see. And of course, we need to move all this stuff, because all of this technology up here for our exosuit will also get trashed if we don't move it. So We need to store it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it over on the ship. Store it. What is it? Store, right? Yeah, it's the store facility. Press the X key. It just kind of puts it in a situation where you can store it. The hazard protection you cannot store. That stays out. These things here you can store. So we're just going to keep going down the line. And then we're going to make our way back down the other side. Shields, everything. Everything gets stored. Because if you don't store it, it will get wrecked and then you'll need to fix it. So, you know what? If you're going to traverse a galaxy this way, you might want to consider protecting your investment. Spent a lot of time gathering up all this stuff. Don't really want to see it just wrecked because I forgot to do something. That's the nature of me. Forget. Okay, exosuit. Okay, we're going to go back up the third row. Okay, jetpack, that's core technology. You cannot store that one either. Life support, you cannot store that. You can store all the upgrades and the technologies associated with it. Cannot store the life support. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to check one thing. Okay, we don't have any more rows down here. You got to be careful with that too. If you have more, because
Hello,
you can.
Marty in chat.
Moose Gaming, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so you can have more than, this is 10 wide by 3 down. You can have more than 30 exosuit slots. So if you do, just make sure you're storing the rest of it. So Moose, yeah, you came in late. If you came in late, we're about to take a hop to the next galaxy here. I'm just preparing my my items here, my exosuit. Here's the starship we're going to use, and the multi-tool we just found at that Sentinel pillar. And let's see, what else? I think that's about it. Stuff that's in your cargo, pretty sure does not get damaged. So we're good to go. And the last thing we need to do, of course, is to fuel our hyperdrive. So we're going to put one of these in here. And that's it. Let me just do this. Restore points saved. Okay. Do a save, and now we're good. So next stop, center of the galaxy, I hope. And we're half an hour early. Actually, we'll get to see what it is that you need to do on the other side once you've traversed. So we're going to go galactic core, and you see on the bottom again it's select star, right? And basically what that means is your next stop is the galaxy center.
You want to?
We're in Calypso now, so whatever the fourth one is, I don't even know. I have a list somewhere, but you know what? I'm not keeping track. We'll find out shortly. This animation is about a minute and a half long. So I'm going to take a very short breather here, and I'm going to go up and get my water that I forgot last during the bio break. I'll be right back. Enjoy the ride, folks. Back in lots of time. Hesperius dimension, is it? Okay. Okay, so this is basically just like the beginning of the game. You spawn on a planet in the new galaxy, and your stuff is all messed up. So the good news is that we've got like functioning pieces, so we're not dead in the water here. Thank you. We are now in the next galaxy.
Maya Moose.
Let's see.
Hello, Delta.
Aerial propulsion jetpack online. So we need to fix our exosuit technology. We need to put all that stuff back in. And first thing I like to do though is hey, how you doing? We made it. Okay, so a couple of things I like to do. First is to go into photo mode. Now, if I it's like this planet looks either irradiated or toxic. My guess is you always spawn on a planet with a hazard. Cold, hot, irradiated, toxic, something or other. It's not cold or hot, I don't think. It looks like radiation or toxicity here. I'm guessing... doesn't really matter. I'm guessing radiation. But the point is if you were not prepared and you were spawning here like this, naked and afraid...
Radiation.
Radiation, yeah. You would be looking for one of these things here, a cave. And let's see, that would be kind of over this way, I think. Is it? Could be wrong. Now, I don't have anything here. I don't have anything on my exosuit. I have the core technologies. So, because I removed it all, right? And of course, all that means is that I'm vulnerable. I don't have any extra protection against any of the radiation. I could do this, right? This will help charge my...
Why no compass?
There we go. So you could... Stabilizing, right. So basically what I've done is I've gone into a cave, and in a cave you are out of the elements. So now what do we got here? We got nothing. Like I said, right? Everything is all beat up here, right? See? Everything here needs to be fixed, right? This is not touched. Your core technologies don't get beat up in your exosuit. But if I had left any of this stuff in there, that'd be all beat up, and I would just be upset at myself for not having remembered that. Now, we could boost up some of our stuff here. Yeah. It's not going to make much difference at this point because I just wanted to illustrate basically what happens when you land on a planet after you go through the center of the galaxy like I just did. Hello, let me out. Thank you. Okay, so in our case, we do have all kinds of stuff waiting in the wings, right? We have a ship, another ship, which we can summon, and we do have this multi-tool that we can equip. That's the good one, more or less. I mean, it's not that good, but it's better. It's better than the one that's all beat up. Okay. I'm not used to playing in third person, So, just so you know, if I'm fumbling around or falling around, you know why. It's because I don't do for a third person. I usually do first person. Now you'll see also that there are ships flying around here. Okay, so we got our multi-tool, our good one, and we're gonna bring out our ship here momentarily because I want to get out in space and see where we are, having traversed the galaxy. Okay, so here's how you do that. Let's go over here, select other ship. There's two ships here. The one I use to traverse is actually not here or here. It's, well, if it is over that way. Our starship 727. Let's see if I can make it before my radiation protection dies. I don't think I can actually, because 700 units is 3/4 of a kilometer away, and we're not able to go very fast with our exosuit all unequipped as it is. Let's see how far. 300. Oh, maybe we can. It's up on top of the hill there, is it? Yeah, so you don't spawn right next to your ship. You need to find it. And if you don't, yeah, we're oh no, oh no, oh no. Suit power cells. Okay, let's do that. Should be down here. Okay, so yeah, you spawn. Here's the ship we came across in, and of course we have all this stuff here, right? This is the beacon from our crash, and we just need to reactivate and broadcast. Basically, hey, we made it! Yay! Position log, system integrity scan initialized. Okay. So what we can do now is grab all the loot. We're probably gonna have to recharge our hazard protection system because our radiation protection is almost down to 0. Either that, or we can get in our ship, because of course our ship is obviously yeah, of course, shields are down. Yeah, so you'll see that your hazard protection recharges itself right up here when you're not in the elements, right? The elements will drain your hazard protection. Oh, and boost that back up as well. We're not going to do all that right now, but what I would like to do though is summon my good ship again over here, and there's my good ship. So that's the crap ship, and that's the good one. This one will end up on my freighter. Now this guy should be good to go, right? Indeed it is. Okay, I'm being hailed here, so I'm going to answer that hail. Brah, pathetic. I'm the pathetic interloper. So that's what you play as. You play as the pathetic interloper. I think this word here is interloper, actually, in this language. Emergency broadcast, blah blah blah. Input distress signal coordinates. Sure. Planet in distress. What? Oh, this is all the other stuff. Oh no, look at this. Artemis entity. We received your signal as the first as it lasts. Okay, so maybe now we can do the weekend mission. This might be what I was waiting for. Tell the truth. Let's go up and see. Okay, Let's go into space. I'm not doing a planet in distress here. I'm not doing the settlement missions on this planet. Not a freaking chance. I will, incoming frequency, unknown message. For truth, have their signal, you're not to tell the truth, blah, blah, blah. The space anomaly should pop up in front of me here. Yep, there it is. Let's go in and see if we can run through that again. Just to see if we can activate the Nexus. That would be interesting, actually. Be nice to be able to do the weekend missions. I can do them in other playthroughs, so that's not a big deal. I'd just like to be able to do it in this one. For posterity, if nothing else. Reach the source of the emergency broadcast. I'm going to deactivate that planet in distress. I'm going to push this one on again. Investigate the space anomaly. Seek help in search of Artemis. Select space anomaly mission in the log. Here we go. Okay. Well, here we are, back in the space anomaly. I'm going to go into first person. Again, NADA, priest entity NADA up here has a destination. Oh crap, that's right, I forgot. I don't have all my my parts for my exosuit, so I can't jump up there. My jetpack is not equipped to get me all the way up to the balcony. So we have to walk. Like the peasants we are, we have to walk. Okay. Now again, we are in network mode, so there are a number of people here. These are other players, not this guy, but everybody that's not part of the Space Anomaly crew is a player. Nada Polo Drift Between Worlds, there are many. Hey, have you seen that, Traveler Friend? Nada wishes they could, Nada regrets much. So again, we're getting the same conversation from this guy that we did before. So I'm kind of puzzled as to speak to the station inhabitants. Yeah. Well, we just spoke with him. He's not furthering their conversation. I don't get it. We're going to speak to everybody. Eve. I'm just at a bit of a loss to explain why this is happening. Again, anybody in chat, what is the solution here? I'm not sure. I was thinking it might have something to do with the base computer missions, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's go over talk to Tethys here. And dismiss him as well. Let's even talk to the construct.
No, you have to talk to me in order.
In order? Talk to Polo, yeah, that's done.
Talk to Polo.
I talked to Nada, I talked to Polo, and then I'm going around the station to talk to the rest of the guys. I've done this like 6 times already in like the last 3, 4, 5 streams. And I just can't seem to trip the...
Aries.
Yep. Aries, yeah. We'll get down and talk to Aries. I think...
No, look at the icon.
The icon points to Nada. I've spoken to him. He doesn't want to talk to me for some reason. Right? So, I'm going to stand here. Right, there's the icon for Nada. Aries is down here. He's the guy that gives you some nanites for some flora or something information, but there's no beacon on him. Just for shits and giggles, I'll go back and talk to Nada, and he just regrets much and doesn't have much else to say. This guy, we already talked to this guy again. back down here. Talk to Ares. Exchange for progress. Transmit milestone data. Go over talk to Hyperion here. No, sorry, Helios. Which one's Hyperion? That's the gatekeeper, isn't it? And this guy doesn't have much to say either. Two travelers, the two hobos. I don't think they have much to say either. Thank you for saying hello. And we meet in the flesh. Okay. Last guy is, of course, the quicksilver dealer. No, sorry. Second last guy is last guy is the quicksilver. I need to do what? Give him discoveries. I already gave him my discoveries.
Helios.
Yeah, Helios. I gave him discoveries last time I was here. Like I said, I've done this 6 or 7 times already and can't seem to unlock the Nexus. So let's get out of here. And this guy will have nothing to do with me either. Now, I'm sure it's got something to do with priest entity Nada. I did not Google this, so I don't...
Is this a new save?
No, it's we're probably 30, 40, 50 hours in or something. So I think it might have something to do with this. Let's see, expanding the base. Maybe even this, Overseer. Although I don't think you need to do all that business before you get into the Nexus. This you might have to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the space station in the system here so that I can come back. Where's my ship? Oh, it's over here. Keep forgetting I don't have all my bits and pieces. All right.
Very odd.
Yeah. And there's one of the new ships from the new expedition. Not bad. You can pick up, if you've done the expedition, of course, you can pick that ship up in the quicksilver dealer. And yeah, I'm not sure I, kind of get what's going on there, but well, maybe I'll play some more this week on this playthrough just to see if I can unlock that. Let's go and put our feet in here anyway first. That way we can come back to this. Oh, by the way, I also wanted to see this. Yeah, we're in the Hesperius dimension. And again, 700 plus thousand light years from the center of the galaxy, right? All our missions have been repinned to local destinations. Pretty much the ones that need to be so. And we go inside here. I think what I'll do here is just I'll just sit it down here and try to figure this out. So in the meantime, actually, one last thing I want to do. I'm going to call in my freighter. I'm assuming it can come here. Yeah. Okay. Here's all my frigates coming in too. Here's my freighter. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do just a quick reload here because I'm pretty sure my other ships did not join me here this time. Yeah, they don't usually do that. Oh, actually, maybe they did. Oh, look at that. They did. There's the interceptor I found. It's now all beat up. There's my shuttle that that's my original ship. Well, not after the Radiant Pillar.
Have you done any of the base computer missions?
Yeah, I have, but they're not done. They're not finished. So that's what I'm thinking might be wrong here. It might be that I need to finish that before I can actually proceed.
Matter.
Well, something's wrong. So let's go back to our base and the Hilbert Dimension Portal. That's where we were getting our missions from. Yeah, something's causing the Nexus to fail to unlock here for some reason, and I can't remember if I missed something or I need to complete like this series of missions, right? Automated, yeah, it's going to send me off to a remote terminus again. That we know. So again, this mission series does complete at some point. It's just a little tedious that it sends you off somewhere else, like, 50 times just to complete the lore of the story, right? So let's see, Galactic Core, no, free explore, current mission. Okay, so that's where we want to go, right over there. And I think we've been there before, and we're going to go to the same abandoned building, and on the planet with the aggressive sentinels, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll try one more time to see if that triggers access to the Nexus. Okay, let's go over here.
As far as I know, since endurance, there is no end to it now.
There is no end to it. Okay, well, maybe the Nexus will never be triggered in this playthrough then. I don't know. I'm going to try one more time. Today. And I keep trying this week just to see if there's... I'm sure there's an end to this series of missions. Maybe it's telling me I need to hire an overseer and stuff. And what's that? They left us, blah blah blah. I received my coordinates, input coordinates. Come on, I'm gonna crash into the ground. Land to begin your search. Right. So where did we see it last time? There's the transmission tower we saw. Yeah, it's down here, right? Yeah, right there. Okay. This is the abandoned building I was talking about. This is where our destination is for this. Oh, did we not grab these? That's kind of weird. I would not have grabbed those. With this beacon. Oh, maybe I didn't. And okay, so this building doesn't have any of that. Oh my, the loot is available again here. What's up with that? Usually once you've looted a bin... Oh, see, this one's already open. Okay, so that's weird. Some of the bins are already open. Huh. Some of them were closed again. It's just weirdness all around here. Usually when you've looted a bin, it stays looted. It doesn't regenerate the loot. Respawn fought valiantly, but there was no saving them. The nanites found their place within, protruding outward through every pore, through every limb and every thought. That's what I was talking about earlier about the lore of the game, right? So nanites coming from Korvax went and kind of defeated the Gek in a way. We're almost there. Search the cache. Search physical cache to whoever recorded this message is technology. Yeah, B-class mining beam. I think there's probably one or two more steps to this. But what I'm going to do right now is summon the Nexus. Now we're back in... I think we're back... I think this might be the Hilbert dimension. Yep, back in the Hilbert dimension. So, I'm going to summon the Nexus and see if I can one last time access summon the space anomaly. This is the space anomaly, of course. It's a large space station. And Nexus is the mission central here in the middle. And I'm going to go and see if I can get at that. If not, well, whether or not I can, I think I might just end the stream right here. Because... that's not working. Rejects my input, so still can't do it. Okay, well, I'm going to see if I can get to the bottom of that so we can do a weekend mission next week. I'm pretty sure I did some work on that this week, but obviously no. Yeah, I'll try that, but for now it's 1 p.m. I got stuff to do this afternoon. You guys, you people, ladies and gentlemen, probably do as well. So we're going to cut this off right here. And I'm going to thank you all very much for coming in and keeping me company. Moose, Delta, Katrin, Diz, Old Explorer, Rob. Who else was in here? Maxie was here earlier. I think he left. He's over in Ireland, so obviously much later over there.
Have a great day.
Let's see, who else was in here? Mikey, Quick Smoke, yeah. Good to see you, Mikey. And Chaotic Serenity left as well. I think she's working night shift or something. So obviously a lot of constraints on her time. And of course, Tex the Infidel, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you all, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Cheers, everybody. Take care.